Where's that? Where's that?
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
And I am Iron Man.
What is going on, people? I am Paul Thayer, the creator and writer of Project Naosis, Omega 2090, Crimson Pain, the newly established Lethal fucking Leopard, amazing Kevin Tran cover. We're nonstop, but besides the point, we're not here for me. We're here for our new contest winner. Kavika is here today for the first time ever. We had a cover contest for Hybrid. This is our Ashcan. We had 3 winners. This time we did a Project Naosis contest. There was only one. And if you missed it on the show, I made this cool little video, and I wanted to use it one more time before we get him his own intro. So without further ado, enjoy this little intro.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! I'm a lawyer! That's my job! That's what I do!
What's going on, bro?
What's going up, dude?
Happy to have you here. Happy to have the winner here live with us. How does it feel to win a contest with, now, if you even count the hybrid one, hundreds of plus submissions, about 200 submissions total in the past couple months, and now you are a winner. How does it feel?
Feels great. Really cool opportunity. It's nice to kind of see creators give other creators the spotlight. And I'm always just super down for people that are down to support art. And I feel like comics are like the perfect kind of blend of that. Like, you cannot really have a comic book without a great comic artist. So definitely big up to you for supporting all the people just trying to get their name out. But it's really cool. The entries were all super good. I had some personal favorites in there that I was just really excited to see. But yeah, strong competition. And I know a lot of those guys are, repeat entries. So, they've been at it for a long time. And, I think everyone will have their time for sure. Cause no shyness of talent there. A lot of really talented artists throwing their hat in, but very honored to win it all. I was telling my roommates, I was like, I don't know, guys, like, kind of nervous. A lot of people are in this thing. I don't know if I'll do it, but I lose nothing for trying it out. So, but yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, you absolutely killed it. So you did the lines, inks, and colors, man. How did you learn how to draw, man? Let's start there. Like, how do you get to here? How do you get to this? This is polished. This is amazing.
Yeah, well, I've been drawing for a pretty long time, and I took it really seriously once I graduated high school, just because I graduated in 2020 and then the pandemic hit, and I basically just didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I always wanted to do art, and I just told my parents, like, give me a year. I just got to see, like, kind of where the world's at. But I promise, like, in a year I'll go to school. And I ended up going to an art school. So I was taught by a lot of great professors, taught me everything I know. One of my professors, his name's Ashton Johnson. He is probably one of my biggest mentors. He's also super into comic books. He loves the X-Men. And he was one of the only professors I could, like, talk to and kind of just go back and forth with for comic books. And I actually just saw him recently, like, I want to say a month and a half ago. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of trying my thing at this comic book stuff. Like, I've been a fan of comic books since I was a kid, and I think I want to do covers now because, the art world, I don't know if you're too in tune with the art industry, like outside of the comic book realm, but it's pretty rough. And it takes a lot of willpower and determination. And a lot of what I went to school for was like video game art and concept art. but there's just nothing opening up. So I was actually talking to my professor, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot my shot, do my comic book stuff, and then this was kind of the perfect storm of that. And I was like, you know what, I might as well try it out. It got me here, but yeah, long-winded answer, but I mean, I went to school for this. Definitely, you can be self-taught though. I was very lucky to be in the position where I was able to go to school. But getting to this sort of level, you really just have to make sure you think about things in pieces. I think finishing something like this can get really overwhelming. So I always try to break it down into, processes of, sketching out the layout, what I want that to look like, what I want it to feel like. And then from there, I go to line art. And a lot of the times I will do line art like 3 or 4 times over, just because with the sketch, you capture a very specific like momentum, so to speak. And sometimes it can disappear with line art. So I always try to make sure that's my like next step, is just making sure I capture the essence of what I'm going for. And then, yeah, I just lay flats. And then on top of that, I'll do all my rendering, which I tend to keep pretty flat, and stylized, like cell shaded stuff. I really just like bold shadows. But yeah, and then the background, I just wanted to keep it simple, because I wanted all the action to be on the 2 characters, obviously, and wanted it to still feel like they're moving through space. So it got some like action lines. They're all jagged, and then yeah, I chose green because both the characters are pretty warm and closer to red on the color wheel. So green complements that really well, since it's a cooler color.
Well, yeah,
So.
and then the green is what Crimson Pain like kind of moves with. He moves with the green. It really went well. Everything went well. It flowed great. And this one too, we just like kind of have like an image of hybrid. I think we did too, but like we really went like, hey, this is Omega, this is Crimson Pain, and you never read the books before. Gotta send you some books, but that's our speedster, that's our energy power. Now, not knowing these characters and just seeing this image, how do you go about constructing something with this type of movement without reading or knowing who they are?
I mean, I just think like if it's comic books, right? And the one thing I think about with comic books is action. Even if the characters are slow, like for instance, like Juggernaut, like from X-Men, he's not moving incredibly fast, but he's hauling because he's so big. So I think motion will always be a good, like, you can't go wrong with any sort of action in a comic book scene or like comic book like cover. I think it will always look good, not necessarily the time doesn't always call for it. If you're trying to do something that's a little bit more dramatic, and you want something to be a little bit more heavy on storytelling, but something like this is just, when I think of comic books, this is what I default to. And I think, I guess it was just a lucky guess for Crimson Pain being somewhat of a speedster. For me, he looked so brutal, and I was like, this guy definitely scraps and gets down, and gets dirty and bloody. And so I think just having him in kind of this wreckage of motion, like, it just felt natural. I think that just goes to show how good his design is.
Thanks.
And even for Omega as well, like, you can get a really good idea kind of what he is as a character. Obviously I don't know too much about the universe, but to me, he almost seems like a little bit like Nova, or at least that's kind of what I thought of. And I don't know, like, I think you can get a really good
He's
idea.
like it's like a grounded Goku is what I would say, at least for now.
Oh.
So he's at a certain level power, but definitely Crimson Pain is the strongest thing in my universe right now. And there's no multiverse, no do-overs, super action packed. We're going to be on Project Naosis 7, which this cover will be on, and 7 is going to be 56 interior pages. I have like issue 0. We started with 0, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3. That's volume 1. Now it's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's volume 2. And now we're gonna have 2 full trades, season 1 complete, and you are part of it, my friend. We have been featured in Forbes 3 times, and I was the only publisher last year featured in Forbes for New York Comic Con. And now we are here to crush. Hopefully, oh wait, no, I gotta pull this up this way. But yeah, I love conventions. That's really how I built my business, and then we really blew it up with Brandon and Luke. Shout out Brandon, shout out Luke, and then we're all back together again. Speaking of the great community that we have, checking out the chat, Kyle, my boy Kyle, he's a former winner to the hybrid cover contest. He will be receiving 10 books once we print. We're waiting for Nate to finish lettering, and as soon as Nate finishes lettering, we're going to print those books. I'm so excited to get them. Another contest winner. We did a stretch goal. So, yes, we did 3 winners. We really had 5 because we hit the stretch goals. I think Jacobs was at 15, I would say. Sold about, I think, 40 copies. Sick. It's limited to 100. So shout out Jacob. Very nice work, sir. And thank you, Jacob and Kyle, for participating in our draw battle. Did you see our draw battle?
I saw the end results of some of it. It was pretty sick. Some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, so I'll gladly pull this one up real quick because this was actually like it was such a fun draw battle. Now let me see. We're gonna go share, and then Jacob was drawing while he was watching the stream, which is cool. I want people to participate. If you're at home seeing the draw battle, please send in your stuff. I'll post it with everyone. We had V. Ken Marion on. He's done Green Lantern 600. He's done tons of work for DC, Image, Rippaverse, everything. He worked everywhere. He's the best. He kills it. So he did a Kickstarter called Soul Striker. That was his own creator, own IP. So the thing was you have to do my character or his characters as Green Lanterns. And he did Green Lantern 600. Like, it's not, so he did this for his character. And then let me see. Then we have Kevin Tran. Shout out Kevin. Yeah, he did Red Lantern Crimson Pain. I didn't ask anyone to draw anything. It was just whatever you wanted. It's just funsies. But this is sick. He says he's giving it to me in Vegas. I'm gonna cry when I see it. It's like a DC buy it now and I'll give you him as a Red Lantern. We have Luke. Luke did one of the characters from Soul Striker as a Green Lantern. Luke's absolutely killing it. Luke is so good, man. Yeah, Luke is absolutely insane. Luke did so like I was saying, like on how you go, I was telling him earlier, I was telling Kavika, make a book. I was telling him earlier, make a book because you can always go back. So episode 1, I made Luke add 15 pages. When we do the Project Naosis episode 7, there's going to be 15 new pages in our first issue of a new mini story that's in issue 1. So he's going to be, cool. It's like a issue 1 deluxe, So because it was missing this thing. I did a spinoff called Omega 2090 because I really wanted to backpedal and show you who Omega really was before because you kind of just jump into the shit. And I just included that in these 15 pages plus, like, of course, like a new story. So it's going to be so cool. That's already done. Now he's working on 7. And then we have Kyle, my boy, Guy Gardner. This one's absolutely sick. Great pose. Great pose. It's for fun. Yeah. Jacob killing it with the Green Lantern. Too. So cool. Hi. Yeah. It's absolutely sick. It's fun. And that was cool. I think I got to get someone from Marvel next and maybe do like MCU Project Naosis. Mine was very loose. Wish I knew about it before. I'm sorry, Jacob. No, I did tell you, bro. We were on the stream together that one time. I was like, you come, but I don't know. I asked everyone last minute, but I'm sporadic. But yeah, so Project Naosis 7, your cover will be limited to 100 copies. It's a great model. Whatever cover you do, you'll never see it again. So it's 56 interior pages, 3 art teams. This is Omega, Hellsate Hybrid, and then we have this new team, the 5th Frontier, debuting. 24 pages from me and Samuel Marquise, 24 pages from Brandon and Luke, and 8 pages for me and Andrew Rendy. So super excited about that. It's such a cool world. I can't wait for you to dive into. But it's superhero sci-fi. It's like X-Men meets Mortal Kombat, but now we really wrap up everything what that is. So Crimson Pain right here. This is the beginning. This is the first couple pages of episode 7. Crimson Pain, he's sitting on the throne of faces. So basically all these are like the heads he rips off of the former superheroes and he melts them onto his fucking throne because he's an absolute animal. And he's he was basically in hiding for 5 years. He comes out here and there and totally annihilates things. But now he's like, hey, we're finally going to do something. And he's saying, if you want to work for me, you be a general. You have to fight to the death like the other generals. So Blood Tide steps up. This guy steps up. This guy's actually mocked up after my older brother. I used his face. You turn the page and Blood Tide rips his head off and does
Dude,
the
that's your
sacrifice.
own brother.
Yeah, it's my own brother. Shout out, Steve. Rips through him, sacrifices him, and now he's a cameo forever, and his head will be infused into the chair. Super sick. And then those are the new lineups of the villains, because the whole point is the villains in this actually kill. They're monstrous. They're the worst. In our first issue, Crimson Pain kills 90 million people and all the heroes. So the government unites under one nation and makes a super classified unit known as Project Naosis to fight off the rebellion. And right now, this rebellion is coming, and they're going to take Asia. And you have the heroes. They're kind of heroes. They're kind of killers. It's a whole sporadic thing. But this is our heroes. This is Omega getting powered up. Like I said, he's hitting this amplifier right now that we've been teasing since episode 2 to make his power grow and get stronger to that next level. I'm super excited to go into that lore. We have Luke's pages for the 5th Frontier. This is Prism right here. Mind-bending powers. Super sick. We have tons of amazing characters. I'm so excited for everyone to see. We have characters like Molten. He has 10 levels of fire. Super cool. We have characters like Mercer. He's one of the commanders in the Pain Patriots under Crimson Pain. We have Blood Tide. And then we have right here, we have Capital, Prism, Griffin. We have the Darkness Crimson Pain, which me and Andrew are working on. And if you scroll through, all these comics are going to be limited to 100 pieces, never to be sold again. $20. You'll get these amazing covers. Of course, I'm going to put episode 7 on this, but we're all just looking. We have Andrew's cover, and we got your amazing cover. What? I thought I put it on here. It's not on. Look, it says cover contest. Okay. I think I got to put it on here. I thought I did. I'm going to add that. Anticlimactic. But yeah, so yeah, I have your mock for it. Super cool. I'm going to add that right now while we're talking. But now for influences, like art-wise, who's your influences?
Oh man, you know what? I have a list on my phone. Well, actually, let me see if I can just pull it up through here. I have so many. A lot of my earlier influences just came from the shows I watched. Watched a lot of Soul Eater as a kid, and a lot of the games I played. So a lot of the artists that worked on Street Fighter. I'm a big fighting game guy, so artists
so you
like
love Mortal
Kano.
Kombat.
I do enjoy a good Mortal Kombat session here and there, but it's been a minute since I played a Mortal Kombat game. I mostly play Street Fighter.
Okay.
But I grew up playing a lot of Mortal Kombat. I didn't get super into Street Fighter until like later into high school, and I like really delved into the intricacies of fighting games. But yeah, like Daigo Ikeno did a lot of work on the earlier Street Fighter titles. He's a huge inspiration. Kinu Nishimura is also another Street Fighter artist that I follow a lot.
I love like the new Akuma, like all those designs. Like I think they're absolutely sick. I think the
Street Fighter 6 designs are great.
Like I love that design. I use it as like a mock of like Aura of like that Akuma. I love it.
Yeah,
for something we're actually cooking up right now.
He has such a good, like, you look at him and you're terrified. It's great. For more like comic book inspirations, I love Alex Ross. I don't paint like that, but like his ability to just turn characters into something that looks so tangible is ridiculous. I love Dan Mora. I think if you're a current comic book fan, like you cannot hate Dan Mora's art. He's spread thin for sure. He's on a lot of projects, but like his talent is just ridiculous.
Yeah, Luke's a big Dan Mora fan.
Oh yeah, it shows. You can tell he loves Dan Mora. It shows in his art. Trying to think who else. I love Hitchum Habchi. He does a lot of concept art, but he's done a few comic books recently. Actually, he did a cover for Ghost Pepper, and he's done a comic book cover for Magic, and for like the new X-23 mutant stuff. Or he did an X-23 cover. I think it was for New Mutants. But yeah, he's
Now,
done all sorts of stuff.
you're picking up current comic books right now?
I just went to Free Comic Book Day. Yeah, I just picked up some recent stuff that I've been meaning to
What
read. It's not
what
super
have you
recent,
been
but,
picking up that you've been reading? Let's say like that's your pickup. What's your pickup?
I just picked up 2 issues of the new Lobo series. I read a
Okay.
little snippet of it during Free Comic Book Day, and it's a lot of fun. Great art. One that I picked up, but
Shout
I
out
haven't.
Jorge Corona. He did
Yes.
SWAT Cats. Did you see the SWAT Cats?
I didn't see it at the comic book shop, but I have seen the work he's been
Okay.
doing on it.
Yeah. So he did
Yeah.
it with Kevin Rilladini. He actually was on. He's one of my first guests I ever had. He co-founded Whatnot, Massive Publishing, all that stuff.
Wow.
And
Super
he
cool.
did. He has the largest Kickstarter for 30 days. He did 740,000 with him for the SWAT Cats comic book Kickstarter, and they just
Jeez.
hit $1 million on backer kit in total. So shout out Kevin,
Dude.
shout out Corona. Yeah.
Yeah, huge. Yeah, that new
Massive.
Lobo series is super cool. And then I picked up Ultra Mega with illustrated by James Herron. Great artist. Been meaning to get into that series, so I picked up a big like omnibus volume of it. What else did I grab that day? I'm trying to remember. I've been on the hunt for the new Daredevil variant cover that I believe it was Daniel Warren Johnson did a variant cover. And I've been trying to look for that, but no comic book store I've been to has had it. But those are my recent pickups for super new stuff. Are you familiar with Book Off? Have you ever heard of that store?
No.
It's like a secondhand store. It's like a collector secondhand store though. So when you go, you'll go and you can tell people are just turning in their collections. So it's a bunch of cool, super cool collectible stuff. But the one I went to a couple months ago had like a $1 comic book bin, and I found a bunch of old Stormwatch, which is a series that was illustrated by Jim Lee, and kind of I think it overlaps with the Youngblood stuff that Robert Liefeld was doing when he was younger. I haven't delved into that yet, but the art is just so kick-ass, and it's just so like, just feels like the essence of comic books to me. So I'm excited to get into that. I was able to find, I think, like the first 7 books, all for $1. So, but yeah, that's what I've been looking forward to. And yeah, really good. And they're old, but the condition's not that bad. And it's all
Yeah, I
slowly
know.
developed.
I know Youngblood. Shout out Rob Liefeld, huge fan.
Yeah, I love Rob Liefeld.
I give him stuff every time I see him, and trying to get him on a cover. We'll see. Possibly. Who knows?
That would be awesome.
Who knows what Paul's going to do? But when I do get it, how would I feel? I'd feel powerful. You a Star Wars fan?
A little bit. I feel like I'm not into it as much as other people are.
So
but I grew
not
up
into
watching
Star Wars. What are you into, man? What are you into?
Right now,
No wrestling, no Star Wars. We're over 2. Let's go.
Well, I grew up reading a lot of manga and watching a lot of anime, so I'm into that stuff. But what else am I into right now?
Well, it's okay, guys. We're here to educate. Ladder flip.
Guevara! Oh, my goodness!
They come at any moment. But the whole point was, I said it, I feel powerful. And when I feel powerful, this is how I feel. Thanks so much, Jacob. Pages are looking good. I appreciate that. We're trying to make the best book ever. 56 pages. I'm going all in. I said, hey, we killed it on hybrid, going all in on Project Naosis 7, and then we're back to the hybrid. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, best fighting game.
True. Well,
love it.
Actually, yeah.
But
I don't know what my most favorite is, but Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is kind of undefeatable.
Injustice 1 was probably my favorite game that I've ever played. I was ranked like top 100 in that game. I was like so good.
Dang, who'd you play?
Oh my god! So it was Aquaman, and then that one there was also Deathstroke. So I was mostly Aquaman and Deathstroke, right? It was Deathstroke. Yeah, it was Deathstroke.
I think Deathstroke is in the first one,
but the second one too, I was Fire, but I was Red Hood. I was evil. I was Red Hood. So Yeah.
I played the second one a little bit. When I first picked it up, I played Robin, and then I bought the DLC, and I went all in on the Ninja Turtles. So
I'm really good at video games. Mortal Kombat, there used to be these bosses. I think it was Mortal Kombat 9. You would have to do it with a friend. You would be able to like tag back and forth with a friend. I would one life those bosses myself. So, but that's why I don't play that much video games anymore. The only games I play is WWE.
Can you feel it? Let's go!
I need something quick, but I do have the new Mortal Kombat, but you can only play so much of it. I did want to get the new Street Fighter. I did like the way it looked, but I feel like I need a little more advancement. Like, why am I not punching you through 17 walls when we're fighting? I think the new Marvel fight game looks pretty good. I forgot what it is, like that Japanese fight game.
Yeah, Marvel Tokon.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm there for that.
That game's gonna be awesome. It's made by Arc System Works, and they got great fighting games. They do the Dragon Ball Fighters, and they do Guilty Gear, which are all both very fun titles. I've spent quite a bit of time playing those.
Jacob in the chat. Okay, favorite wrestling game for me was WCW versus NWO Revenge for 64. Me, you guys can check the YouTube. I used to play the WWE 2K19. I got like 30,000 views on some of my things. I used to do like created stuff. Now we make comic books, trying to get paid out here.
Is that the WWE game where you can make like your own custom characters and stuff?
Yeah, all of them you can make characters, but I used to have a guy, like we used to just do it for fun, and he would just like make all the art in the game, like, and we would just like upload it and like make cool characters, and like people just liked watching it. And it was like a good thing. What am I looking at here, man? What is this?
This is my senior project from my last year of college. It's a fighting game pitch where I did all the concept art. But it's a fighting game based around hip hop from like late 80s to early 2000s, where I wanted to try to use hip hop as like a design language. Like I wanted the idea to have hip hop at its core. Because I think a lot of times it's used as an accent, but for my project, it was used as like the driving inspiration. So this character is named Bam, based off of the DJ Africa Bambaataa, who just died actually not too long ago, and was in Hot Water, which I did not know. He's very controversial. I did not know that like side of him. So maybe this aged poorly, but yeah, this is based off like.
It's all right, dude. Fuck it, man. You're making art, dude.
True.
No take backs.
True, right?
You're good. You did it for the love of the game and cool character art. This is a sick character. Didn't even know who these people were. You could have told me you made these people up.
Yeah, they are. Well, they are all made up.
Yeah, but they're based off of. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, they're loosely inspired
sick,
by stuff. Like this guy's got like a riff of the MF Doom mask as his knee pad, just for like little references to things and stuff like that. So yeah,
do they all have things like this?
Yeah, a little bit. Like her shoes are untied, and they're the Adidas Superstars, or based off them, and that's how Run DMC used to wear their shoes. They would wear Adidas Superstars with the stripes with no laces in them, with the tongue out. Yeah.
Dude.
So it's all referenced and like inspired by hip hop trends and artists.
Now, what did you get out of this? Did you win?
It was my like final project at school, and I got to show it off and do a big, like, we did a giant senior art show, and so people would come by and just wanted to talk about it. I had some people interested in funding it to like make it a real game, but we'll see where that ends up. I'm not sure where I want to go with that, but
nice piece.
A little timely piece here.
Yeah, it's sick. This is one of your other submissions. But did you submit this after, or I said I missed it? Right? I think I said I missed it. Right?
I had randomly just stumbled across the Kickstarter because someone had posted about it that I had followed. I can't even remember who. This was just fan art. I just thought the character was cool, and I was like, oh man, I want to draw him. So
this is sick. This is what got me in. I forgot. I remember messaging you when I saw it, but it was sick. So
yeah, thank you. Yeah, the hybrid design is it's so sleek and so
he's it's his year one. Luke and Brandon, they just took down the layers of hybrid and made him into this ninja, and I think it's so cool. But we kept his Wrath of Hades, which is his signature weapon. But The
Super
swords are
cool.
now a part of him now forever. Full canon. No multiverse. Remember that. No multiverse or do-overs. Ron 9205. Love the stickers on that boombox. Thanks so much.
Oh yeah, for the quest weapon.
You what's your favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero is probably Wolverine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
So thank you so much, Ron 9205. This one's for you.
The Cavalrine. The legends are true.
And may I say, sir, on behalf of all humanity, this just feels right. We will treat you so much better than those shit fucks down the street.
You were just leaving.
Yep. There we go. Gotcha.
how
trying
many
to get the
times did you
tee
see
ups.
that movie?
Okay, so in full, maybe like 10 plus times, but like I watched the fight scene where they fight at least 70 times.
Oh, when they first meet in like the desert.
Yeah, where he's
area?
like, let's fucking go,
Outside.
and they go at it. I actually have it on my iPad. My wife was begging me to stop, and I just keep pulling it back and then just watching it again. This is my favorite. It was one of my favorite scenes, if not my favorite scene ever. That
Yeah,
one,
It's so
and
cool.
I think I skip. So that's what I do. Like not watching it in full, I'll skip and watch all the fight scenes. Like, and I like the one where they're doing the street at the end, and they have to fight through all the Deadpools. I always watch those too.
Yeah,
How about
the desert scene when they first get to that like realm. I can't remember what they call it. But yeah, I love that fight scene. I saw it 3 times in theaters.
Yeah, I
Just
saw it
because
once.
people are like, "Oh, dude, I gotta go watch it," and I was like, "Wait, I'll come along." But yeah, that movie was a lot of fun.
Classic John Byrne Brown in hand. Now, you fought the Hulk in this outfit, no?
But then they didn't give us the Hulk fight, but that could be petty.
Yeah, they didn't want to actually pay to like animate the Hulk.
Very sick.
Thank you. Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom. This will be at LA Comic Con. If anyone in the chat is going, this will also be at LA Comic Con. Some prints. A little Night Watcher. This will also be available at LA Comic Con. I can't believe that team up hasn't happened.
What?
X-Men and Ninja Turtles.
They didn't do it?
I don't believe
Didn't they
it's
just
ever
have
happened.
oh no, they did Naruto recently.
Yeah,
Naruto
they've done Naruto. They just got Godzilla. I think they're doing Power Rangers again. Yeah, I'm a big Turtles fan.
I loved this Cyclops.
Yeah, thank you. That was a gift for the professor I was talking about earlier. That's his favorite Cyclops.
Yeah, it's from
appearance.
X-Men versus
Super cool.
Avengers. I mean, he takes the Phoenix Force.
Super cool.
Your boy knows all.
I think he's getting
Now-
a figure of that soon. There's been rumors.
Now, you originally got into art for what reason? You got into art because you wanted to do what?
I mean, I always was drawing as a kid, and then I just always wanted to make stuff. I remember my earliest like art dream career type deal was I wanted to be a skateboard like graphic designer, make skateboards. And then when I was about 13, I got into like PC gaming and started playing League of Legends, the infamous title. And then from then on, like the art in that game is just so good. I was like, man, like I wonder how you do this. I wonder what that pipeline is like. And then I figured out what concept art was from all that research, and that was what I wanted to do. And I still want to do. I will never, really want to pivot. I think concepting is like the best part about being an artist, is having so many ideas, and you have the tool set to really imagine anything you want. And that's essentially what concept art is you get a prompt or an idea from a higher up, a lead, whatever it is, and it's your job to visualize that in the way that suits whatever they're doing, whether it be a movie, cartoon, comic, game. And there's a lot of parameters you have to design within based on how many times are you going to be redrawing this character by hand. How does this character animate? So, if they have shoulder pads and they're raising their arm up, they can't have spikes because it would impale them, type of thing. It's like smaller strengths like that is what makes art fun. Is when you really have to think about the problem solving. So that's why I wanted to get into like the production side of things more. But I've always had, you know, sketchbooks filled with Ninja Turtles and Spider-Man and just drawings of that. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, is exploring that side of things, being more of an illustrator, and thinking about art in a more broader sense. I think in school I got really honed in on like, this is a type of art I'm making, this is what you do, and like this is what you are. So it's been kind of nice to be out of that system and explore it and kind of like find my love for it again. And comic books have definitely helped reignite that recently. I think some of the best artists that I follow are all comic book artists. Yeah, it's just incredible. But yeah, that was my main reason. I wanted to get into problem solving and character design and everything that comes along with that. And still do want to do that. I still do that in my free time, designing characters and just a bunch of random nonsense. I'm always trying to figure that out.
And then what's your day-to-day right now, as we have our admirations to now doing the concept art? Now you got a cover. What's your day-to-day? What do you do in your day-to-day to get through and doing your drive?
Well, most of my time is taken up by my retail, you know, my typical, you know, boring life. I use that to, you know, kind of supplement what I want to do in the future. You know, I got LA Comic-Con coming up. I'm gonna be doing Artist Alley there with 2 of my roommates, so we'll all be splitting a table. So a lot of my motivation is just making sure I like show up for people, even though, you know, I'm not like some hot shot. No one's gonna be like, dude, no way. But I just want people to like show up to the table and, you know, they see something that they resonate with or they find themselves in, or they're like, dude, no one ever has merch of this, and like you have a keychain of, you know, such and such character, like no way. So that's where a lot of my excitement comes from right now. I'm really excited to do that. I always love going to conventions, and like chatting up the vendors and stuff. So I'm excited to be on the other end of that, tabling. And then I also, you know, I don't know where art's going to lead me, but I would like to have my own business at some point. So I'm looking into, you know, what kind of products I would want to sell, or like what I even want to do. And that's a really exciting kind of like unknown venture that I'm probably going to delve into this upcoming like the summer. And just thinking about, you know, I want to make like resin sculpted toys. I want to do clothes, like just all sorts of stuff. And I want to combine my love for video games and manga and comic books and superheroes. That's all influences what I do. So that's kind of where my excitement comes from. Also, because I know art will always be there. Like if I had an awful day at work, I can always come home, even if it's just an hour, sit down, sketch, draw, do whatever. Yeah, I look forward to it now, especially now that I'm not in school and it's not like I'm not doing homework assignments where I'm dreading it. Now I can really enjoy
When did you graduate?
Just over a year ago. I graduated 2025, May 12th. So just like 10 days ago to the year. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
in
so
the
pretty
chat,
recent.
World at War Comics. I mean, yeah, World at War Comics. My boy Thomas just got his Lethal Leopard. Or actually, did you get your Lethal Leopard yet? I know I sent it. I think I sent it recently. But I got it signed for you, bud, because you know you're my guy. Has a great channel, gets 20,000 views. All those views kills on Spotify. Has all the big goats on, Todd McFarlane, all them. Check him out.
That's what's up.
My home dog. And yeah, so back at it. Video games. Now, what video game? Let's say they made a new one. So let's say, you know, for example, Borderlands. Now there's Borderlands 5. You're working on Borderlands 5. What game would you want to work on for the next game of? Can't be one that is it right now. So it can't be Halo 3. It would have to be Halo 7 or whatever the fuck it is. Something like that.
Something that's not out. I would
That
love
would have
to
to
work.
be the next installment of.
Yeah.
Because you would be doing that art. What would you want? What would be the dream project that you would need?
Dream project. I feel like the easy answer would be Street Fighter 7, because I know that's coming out at some point. But my absolute dream like that would combine everything and make me so happy is if they did another like a Marvel versus Capcom 4. Because Infinite doesn't exist to me. It's cool, but it's not like doesn't really follow the Marvel versus Capcom formula in my head. I'd love to contribute to that. I think just working on anything I have any like background in. So I'd love to work on a fighting game just because I'm in that world. I'd love to work on some sort of comic book game because I'm like I'm in that world. Like if I got to do a contract for 6 months with Marvel Rivals or something, I'd be so happy. Just because
Yeah.
I love that art style is so cool. And some of my favorite
Yeah, I
artists.
love it. I love it too. It made me think like I couldn't believe that Marvel didn't have a book every month, a one shot of each of these characters because how they landed all these original designs.
Yeah.
I think we just got Jeff the Shark out of it or something. I don't know.
They have a Marvel Rivals like comic series, but it basically just follows the lore of the game. So it's kind of wishy-washy.
Is it like
but it's
like
cool.
full though? Is it like there's cool fighting or no?
Yeah, there's fighting, but it's like I don't know how to describe it. It almost feels like a not even like a cartoon because that's not like the right word to describe it. It feels kind of sanitized, I guess.
Yeah, it's
They're
like
trying to appeal
boom
to a broader
pow.
audience. Yeah.
Yeah, boom pow. Yeah.
But it's still really cool. All the covers are always really great. I think like Peach Momoko has done a few covers. I know people really love her art. She's a great artist.
Yeah, people were fisticuff fighting at New York Comic Con at her booth last year.
Yeah, she's great.
Cover.
She's super talented. She's got some really interesting takes on characters. It's really cool.
Yeah, I found out her honestly through when she did the Ultimate X-Men. It was the first thing honestly I got of hers. So I like the Ultimate stuff. I get a lot of new stuff. Personally, reading the new Youngblood, reading Spawn, Absolute Batman's my favorite thing on earth. I like Berserker or what? No, not Berserker. Skinbreaker. That's the one. Skinbreaker. David Finch. You should read that one. You love art. The guy took 7 years to make this book, and it's only 8 issues. And it's David Finch. He's done like Justice League, all that shit. And he's putting like a crazy amount of detail in the leaf and like just because it's his like everything. Cool art.
That sounds super cool.
Like cool art, but need good story, need good characters. I'm excited that you drew Omega and Crimson Pain. There's so many more characters to dive into. I'm definitely going to send you some books. Now, have indie comics. Have you done any Kickstarters before? Like, have you seen any? Have you purchased any Kickstarters?
I haven't personally contributed, but I haven't seen any Kickstarters for comics recently, other than you guys. Just because I'm not super tapped into that world. But I mean, we got a good one with you, so.
Yeah, we did 29K on the last one. Like I said, I can't release everything, but some, it's not like, I given these guys more work and, some people get picked up. All the guys, like on my episode 0, I had Corey Hampshire do all the artwork. He's done Venom, X-Men, Supreme. He did all inks for Rob Liefeld. Episode 1, I had Julian Shaw, who's now doing a lot of stuff for Marvel. And then I also had Kyle Penshock, who does all Star Wars board games, G.I. Joe board games now.
Oh, cool.
And the original people I met too, Johnny Morrow, he was helping me do the original concept art. He did Disney Villainous. All these people, it's a good circle, And then now we killed it with Hybrid. Hybrid's been the craziest thing we've ever done. But we're definitely carrying that hype, and you're in the hype with us now. This one's sick.
Very exciting. Yeah, I'm totally down to do some more like variant covers or whatever. I know we talked about it a little bit, but super down to contribute more anytime in the future.
There's always room. There's always possibilities. We're collabing. We're just cooking up another thing I can't release yet, but I'm just figuring out the contract for it. I'm going to be Lethal Leopard has nothing to do. That book I showed you has nothing to do with Project Naosis. That's the first book that's outside of it because I co-own it with Real One. And everything in Project Naosis is Project Naosis. So we're really building that shit up. But I signed something new for Visual Vibration, which will be like something brand new where I'm just like the publisher and editor. So I'm so excited. But, making new content, I'm all in. I'm down. If people are down to create, I'm down to create too. We're trying to all build. It's not like I'm a gazillionaire. I'm not. I'm on the grind. I'm trying to sell these books. I do all conventions. I funded it back end through like my job, like same as you're doing. You're saying you're doing the retail. I did sales. I always did sales, and that's how I built my business. And then I did all the conventions, and now it's finally worked out online, where online is like the bigger portion. But conventions, you know, I've always sold like hundreds of books at my booth at every convention because you got to.
Yeah, I mean, you've worked it from ground zero, so you should definitely be, take pride in the work you put in. It's paying off big time.
Yeah, it's paying off. We're doing good. We're doing all the big events. I want to do LA Comic Con. I always miss it. I always have like 1 year is my wedding. Then 1 year, it was actually, I think I did it was in November, I think. Whatever it was just a different time. But this one, Kevin emailed me. He emailed me. I filled out the form, so hopefully they email me back. And I would love to be there for that show because it seems sick. Have you went as a fan before?
To LA Comic Con? Yeah, I've been 2 times. The last 2 years in a row, I've been just as a con attendee, just walking through.
Where are you located in over there? You live there?
Yeah, I currently live in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you got to get to San Diego, dude. Oh my god,
I know. I want to. I really want to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the last few years, I've for the summer, I would go back home, which I'm originally from Oregon, so I'd fly out of the state and then be home, and that's usually when it would happen. And then this is the first year I've actually lived here since it's post grad. So I mean, it's coming up soon. So if I have the time, I mean, I'm not going to say no to going to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's been sick. I've been. It was actually the second convention I ever gotten into.
Oh wow,
and,
super cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. They did the COVID one. It was in November. I just released my second book, and they emailed me like, "Yeah, come." And it was only going to be like 40,000 people. I'm like, "Wow, it's the coolest fucking thing ever." And then every year since, they promoted me that they gave me a corner table for the last 2 years. So this will be back-to-back years again, another corner table. But yeah, I'm super grateful for San Diego. I love WonderCon too, which just happened to be the same time as C2E2, and I went to C2E2. It's another great one where I officially debuted like these cool trading cards, that we're making.
Mm-hmm.
Super sick stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a great pose. That's so fun.
Yeah, only high quality. Shout out Luke, killing it as always.
Only the greatest.
Now, what's on the horizon for your Memorial Day weekend? You do anything fun?
No. One of my friends is having like a birthday thing on Monday, so I think we're gonna go do that. Some like birthday picnic, just to hang out. But nothing necessarily planned. I work Sunday, so can't take full advantage of it.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, now the thing I forgot to bring up last time is even though we had this great competition, people are still just sending in artwork. We have an art teacher. Sorry, I don't have your name offhand, but he's doing the backgrounds right now. This one's a 6 submission we just got. Forgot to showcase that one. Super cool. We have Mads. I forgot to show the high quality one from the other day. But yeah, tons of great competition, and you rose to the top. Now, you said you had a couple favorite submissions. Do you remember which ones?
I loved the one of Crimson Pain and Omega and the urinal. I just thought that was really funny.
Yes.
I don't know every single person's name, so I can't name the submissions.
No, if you knew what it looked like, I could kind of remember.
Yeah, there's one that's kind of like, oh, I loved this one. I remember seeing that one. Yeah, I love the graphic style of it.
Yeah, I think this was Damien.
There was one, it's almost kind of like washed out ink. It's Omega in the front, and then I think Crimson Pain's behind him. And I can't remember who did it, but that one was really good because I really like the colors, and the art style reminds me of like when I was in middle school reading comic books. And the kid that sat next to me, his name was Eric. He was reading like Dark Knight Returns, and the way he would draw, because he would just look at that comic book and then draw, and the way the submission looked just reminded me of those drawings, and it felt super nostalgic. It was really cool to look at.
I wish I knew which one it was. Oop, that's the winner. Keep it going.
You do that one. This one was cool too. There's a few submissions where they had the the reflection in Crimson Pain's like glass head, and I just thought that was a really cool take on like how do you fit two characters in a frame, but without like, you know, doing it the stereotypical way where they're both just physically there. Yeah, I thought this was always a really creative take. There's a few that
And this
did
is
this.
pencils. This is I think this is pencils. You know, looks
Yeah,
like.
it's great. A lot of people worked traditionally and then would take it digital with like colors and stuff, but it's cool to see people still working through just, you know, pencil paper and a ruler.
Yeah, the top tier shit, man.
It's
It's
cool.
crazy to choose one, but when you submitted yours, it's pretty locked for me. But
I'm honored to hear that.
I love the design. Like, of course, like, and you took your own take on the armor. They got the veins going through it. I thought it was cool. It was just enough of your take on it where it was just epic. You know, I definitely thought it was because you got to have fun with it. You know.
Thank you. Yeah, I also think like, oh, the pencils on that one were good too, or the lines.
This one,
Yeah,
this is sick.
yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's
DJ.
I think that's my favorite thing with this one. This is the one I was talking about. This is also one of my favorites. I love this style. It's great.
Yeah, it's just close for me too. I really enjoyed this. This was like one of the first submissions. Still a chance. It's definitely up there.
Yeah, this one's great. What was I saying?
Because I can't let this go to waste. Like that's pretty crazy.
Oh,
like
yeah, no, there's
like,
too many.
that's what I'm saying. Like that was why we got up to 5. Like, of course, I'm gonna choose 1 or 2, and they're gonna be stretch goals. But we just like it would have to be like a higher stretch goal because I'm just doing positioning things a little different.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. It was about the style thing. I think that's one of the draws of variant covers is like you just want to see those characters drawn by specific people. So that's why in mine there's a few creative liberties because like, well, it's drawn by me. It should look like it's drawn by me. I feel like that's the cool part about art contests and such is you get to see what everyone kind of brings to the table.
and you brought it to the table, my friend. The champion. You ever seen Rocky?
Yes.
You a Rocky fan?
Yeah.
Except for my kid being born. It's the greatest night in the history of my life. Yo, Adrian! I did it!
Bum, bum, bum. Bum,
Yeah.
bum,
So
bum.
I got to get some new updated stuff because now we used it for the winners. You know, now I have to get a new intro for you. So the whole point is like things you like. You know, Luke's is Lego Batman, Spider-Man is Cosmic.
You could
Kyle,
do
I made Venom.
I'm a big Ninja Turtle guy, so if there's anything easy to pull from Ninja Turtles,
Ninja
they got some
Turtle
cool
guy.
stuff. I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan. Yeah.
I don't have it here, but I will. You got it.
Total strikes at the moment.
Was that what's his name? His name is Israel, right? The style bender.
No, this is let me look one.
Total strikes at the moment.
Big to be him.
I think that's Buckley. I think that's Buckley.
It's insane.
Yeah. I could be right. I think I'm right. But yeah, dude, this has been a super sick stream. Super excited to have you on Project Naosis 7. You'll officially have a published work. Would this be your first ever published work?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
First ever published work. So I get the gauntlet for Luke. I get the gauntlet for Kyle. Kevin had his own work. Toby had someone before, so now I got Kavika on here, Brandon on here. We need one more. We got like 4 Infinity Stones, and once I get the 5th, but this is how I'm feeling now.
Now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
That's how I'm feeling.
What's
it
your wish
feels
gonna
good.
be when you snap?
And to piggyback on actually something you said earlier, it is true. Yeah, the whole point of doing it is, and I said it to that guy too, because that guy messaged me, you know, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna send this in, like, and I said, hey, I'm gonna post it, like, still do the background, I'm gonna post it. Doesn't matter if it's the competition's over. The whole point is like, hey, you did this artwork. We have this period of time, we have the most eyes I've ever had on my account. And if we can show that and all this cool stuff that we're doing, it's so cool. And why not draw these awesome characters? Like when we did the draw battle, it was just the next level too. It's just like, where could we showcase the art that's not just, hey, I drew Batman today? And it just also shows community. I feel like that's why we killed it too. So yeah, of course. And I feel like it's good to get new artists on shit as well. Like that's how I got Luke, and Luke's gotten, you know, getting some work done from other places now. And, you know, and that's already, and that's just from him being on doing this, you know, doing this ash can. This is the only thing we printed so far. You know, the other book didn't even get printed yet. So, got more shit coming, more shit cooking on your horizon. Any last words that you want to share to the fans, share to the people?
I just want to thank you again. Like kind of what you were just saying, you know, bringing everyone up. It's much easier to do that when you have other people that are passionate about what you're doing as well. So thank you for, you know, you're doing cool shit for comic books. You're doing great things for artists. You're doing great things for yourself. So, you know, be proud and thank you for that aspect of it. If anyone else is watching, like, if you're an artist, keep making art. We live in a time where like passionate human-made art is dwindling. Keep being passionate about the things you love and use them to drive what you create. See yourself in everything you do. I think that's where the best art is made. When you can relate to it yourself, it helps other people see you and relate to it as well. But yeah, stay positive, be happy, eat healthy. Sorry if my voice is raspy. I lost my voice at my friend's graduation ceremony, and it's still not fully back, but
it's all good, dude. We had a great stream. Stay on after the show. Chat with you real quick before we go. But with that being said, thank you all for checking us out. If you're watching on the replay, thank you again. If you could like it, I got to start saying that. Like it, comment, let us know if you think this is cool. You want to grab the cover, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever we are, we're there. Until next time, enjoy, everybody.
And that's all, folks.